So washing my wig today. I do not feel like doing this. I don't. Today is maintenance day and I really don't feel like doing this. I really don't. But listen, we do the things we have to do so we can create the life we want. This is something that you want to learn how to do, then you gotta keep watching. Hi friends, the audio has been a challenge lately on YouTube for me. I'm still getting used to it. So I'm just gonna go ahead with my podcast mic. If you're into content creating, you might really like this microphone. I get so many compliments on my hair. Somebody asked me just yesterday, did you do your hair yourself? Yeah, I did. Oftentimes it's like, okay, I know how to style my hair, but do you know how to maintain your hair? Everything you see, my leave out, none. It's full unit. This part, fake. The tracks, the lace, all of it fake. None of this hair exposed is mine. And that, my dear, is a sign of a good wig. I love it. But when you invest in something like this, you got to take really good care of it. And I find that a lot of people don't even know how to take care of their extensions, particularly their full units. This unit is partially like lace, and everything from probably like here down is all wefted tracks. And I've had this wig for almost a year now, and it's custom colored. She's my pride and joy. She is my in the streets wig. She's my date night wig. She comes with me pretty much everywhere I go, but she requires some TLC. So today we're gonna do a maintenance day on my wig. So I'm gonna take my wig off, but first let me show you what you need. I'm gonna show you how I do my hair and how I maintain my wig. I can probably go 2 weeks without washing my wig, which I know sounds crazy. And the reason why I'm able to get such longevity from it is dry shampoo. One of the dry shampoos that I love is by Living Proof. You want a good dry shampoo because this is honestly, before you do your maintenance day, this is the product that I use that I'm able to go 2 weeks without. You can use any dry shampoo. They're all created equally-ish. But my favorite one, the one that actually cleanses your hair, it soothes it, it nourishes, it doesn't have a lot of buildup, is this one by Living Proof, the Perfect Hair Day. And this is their advanced dry shampoo. If you have darker hair, you probably want to get a dry shampoo that has a little bit of tint to it. I can think of a few different companies that have it, but just get a good dry shampoo that's not going to make your hair look ashy. I have a beautiful, cool ash blonde, so it doesn't really affect me that well, but I make sure that when I'm styling my hair and I'm wearing it, a lot of the times I get excess oil around my face framing pieces, the pieces that like touch my face. This down here from like my body lotion and body care. I'll also get like a lot of oil like in the back, but I don't want to waste this dry shampoo because it's really, really good, but it actually cleans the hair, it softens the hair, it gives good shine. And you basically want to spray this about 6 to 10 inches away from your hair. And then you want to brush it through. This is one of my favorite brushes. This is the Unbrush. So yeah, that's that. So in between your maintenance, in between washing and styling your wig, it's gonna get greasy, it's gonna get some buildup. Make sure you have a really good dry shampoo. Whatever dry shampoo you prefer, make sure you have a good dry shampoo. This one's my favorite. Today, I'm gonna give you behind the scenes of how I wash my wig. So the first thing you're gonna need is this bucket. Then you're going to need your shampoo of choice. Get a shampoo that is super affordable because you're actually gonna use a lot of it, but also too, it's good quality. So good performance, but also affordable and cost effective. I'm sorry, but I'm not trying to use a $40 or $30 shampoo and conditioner on my wig. I mean, you can do what you want to do, but I'm letting you know that you can meet performance and quality. And I save this stuff for my actual real hair. And then this stuff I actually use on my real hair as well, but just, you get what I'm saying. This is $9 and it's good. It's really going to help nourish the hair, make sure it's not brittle. My hair is color treated, so I want to make sure it has a lot of moisture in it. And this is by Black Luxury, and y'all, this smells so good. So let me show you what I do. First things I do is take the wig off. Ooh. All right, I have a wig band under here, and then I have a wig cap just to protect my hair. I'm about to go to the gym, so I'll be able to kind of like give you all kind of like a step-by-step guide. I'll do that in another video. So once my wig is removed, I want to make sure that it's detangled. You see that? From the inside and the outside. And the whole goal the entire time that I'm going to shampoo my wig is to make sure that it stays, honestly, in this state. Does that make sense? I don't want to rough the wig up. I want to make sure that the whole time that I'm shampooing it and conditioning it, it kind of stays like this. So the first thing I'm going to do is go fill up my bucket with some water. Well, no. How about this? Let's put some shampoo in it first. So put the shampoo in. Just like a few little pumps. And then I like to use some warm water. Let's go get some warm water. You know what I want to do? I actually want to bring you all over here. Let's see. I'm going to show you how I shampoo this. Don't judge me. I have this mic today because I can't find my normal mic. This is my podcast mic. But my bathroom is so echoey and it's horrible. I'm going to try to be able to do this. All right, I think we're good. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do is take a little bit of warm water. My bucket is down here. And then I am going to wet my wig. Again, I don't want to disrupt all those cuticles. I want to keep everything kind of, and just so I can manage it as straight as possible. And what I'll do if my wig is very dirty, before I put it in my little shampoo bath, y'all, this is disgusting. You see how dirty this wig is? You see that brown water? Ew, that's gross. Let's shampoo it a little bit. I just put some shampoo in my hand. Let's shampoo it a little bit before we put it in our bath, if that makes sense. You want to be very gentle. Take your time. You see how dirty that is? It's so gross. That is disgusting. And I'm kind of doing like a pre-cleanse because if I throw this dirty wig in that bath, that little tub that I have, let me show you how dirty this is. This is probably makeup. This is rain, pollution. And this, boys and girls, is why you should not wear your wig to bed. Because this stuff is what gets all in your pillows. Put a little bit more. See that? Now, when you get towards this lace, you see this up here? You want to be very careful that you aren't tangling those knots. So again, just want to make sure that we keep the hair in the same direction that we style it. Look at this beautiful curl pattern. Isn't that pretty? You see the natural texture that it has. All right, so I think I'm pretty done with this pre-wash situation. So I'll turn this off. And then what I want to do, let me see if I can show you. I'll put that in there. Move that up a little bit. And I basically just want to, again, I'm holding it not by the lace, because if I hold it by the lace, I have the potential to damage the lace. This lace is already, I've not been treating it kind. It's been a hot mess. So I'm kind of holding it back here. You see the construction of this? I kind of want to hold it like back here. If that makes sense. So basically kind of just in and out. And I want to keep doing this. I'm going to do a few little baths until the water is clean. If we didn't do that pre-wash, it would have been so dirty. Y'all would have been judging me. It would have been raggedy and dusty looking water. So now let's do a second bath. So what I'm going to do, empty that out. And I want to fill that back up with some shampoo. And I'm sure you can see by now why it's so important to have this little tiny bucket, so you can give it like a nice little bath. And that's it. So you're probably gonna repeat this as long as you need to before the water runs clear. You see the water is already clear a little bit. So I'll probably do this a few more times, and that last time I'm really gonna let it sit in there. And if you want, you can even start with a cleansing shampoo or a pre-cleanse product. And then what I'll do is I'll let that sit for probably like 5 minutes, all the way up to 30 minutes. Shoot, sometimes I let it sit overnight. Kind of let that sit for the sake of the video. Let that sit. Let's let that sit for about 5 minutes, and then I'll come back. Dear, is how you wash a wig. Few takeaways: get a bucket so you're not doing a bunch of unnecessary work in the sink. You can do the sink. The sink's not fine, but for me, sometimes my sink doesn't work. I come back, my conditioner bath is like drained out, but the bucket is a sure way. So just make sure you always have it. Also, too, we want to make sure that we are keeping the hair running in the same direction. Make sure all the cuticles, as we shampoo the hair, as we have it in the bath, we want to make sure all the hair is going in the same direction. That way, it's going to be very easy for us to style, and we're not doing a bunch of detangling. Also, too, if you have a wig similar to mine, these little pieces right here, you want to make sure that, another reason why you want to make sure that you just gently give your wig a nice little bath is because you don't want a ton of this. Like all that hair was coming through in the opposite direction. I want the hair on the outside of the wig, not the inside. So I want to prevent as much as this as possible. So making sure that I'm being gentle. And then what you could have did is you actually could have detangled the hair while it had some conditioner in it. So it had a little bit more slip. But I'm ready to dry the hair. You could let it sit overnight, but I'll show you what I do if I want to speed it up, which most of the times I do. All right, so for this next step, it's optional. You can hang this up and drape it somewhere. You want to drape it by your towels and just kind of let this sit. If you don't have this next product, it's okay. But a wig stand is really good. This one's by the Wig Wear. So what I do, it has this suction cup at the bottom. I'm gonna put this a little bit further back so you all can see. Let's see. You see that? Hopefully the sound is okay. So this little suction cup, it kind of anchors itself. It anchors itself to the sink. I mean, not great, but it does the job. And then what I do is I take my wig, it's still a little damp. I probably want to towel dry it a little bit. Hold on one second, let me go get my towel. Hi, it's Editing Tiff. I completely lost the footage of me putting the hooded dryer onto the mannequin stand. So long story short, put the wig on the wig stand and then put your hooded dryer. I have a portable hooded dryer, so I put the hooded dryer over the wig and just let it sit under the dryer. But I did take the Sacred lotion and I put that as kind of like a setting lotion, but also a heat protectant and also a moisturizer. I put some of the Sacred moisture sealing lotion all over the wig. Then I put the wig cap on. Not the wig cap. Then I put it's late. I put the hooded dryer on the wig, let it sit 10-15 minutes, done. All right, so the blow dryer has probably been on for about 10 minutes. Nothing crazy. I want to show you what it looks like. You see that? Girl, she is already dry. That's why I love the hooded blow dryer method. So the closure is pretty much dry. Very happy with that. But you see all this? She's still wet. The part up here, dry, but this part is all wet. So I want to be very clear. The best way to dry your wig is room temperature. Let that sit overnight. But if you're impatient like me and you have places to be, you can use the hooded dryer method. So I use the hooded dryer method to kind of dry the closure. Those face framing pieces, see the pieces in the front, those are already dry. And then what I'll do with this next section is I'm probably going to go in with a diffuser and gently round brush the ends. I'll show you what that looks like. I put the Sacred hydrating moisture sealing lotion in it, but I think I'm going to go in with my other favorite heat protectant spray. I want to make sure that I'm using really good protection on the hair. Also too, it's 24-hour frizz control. This is the IGK Good Behavior. I'm going to spray that towards the ends of the hair. This Ash Blonde, anytime your hair is frizzy, that just means it lacks moisture. So you want to make sure that you're really locking in the moisture as you're styling it, and especially as you're putting heat to it. All right, for the record, this is a phenomenal wig stand. The issue is I didn't store it properly. So you see how it's like lifting, like folding up. It's not properly, it won't stick to the counter. Typically it does. Let me see if I can wet it a little bit. Like wet the bottom. Let's see if this helps. Nope, that's not working either. And I even tried to use the blow dryer earlier to flatten it down some. It didn't work. It's kind of working a little bit. It's gonna pop up any second. All right, I'm not gonna lie, nothing about that is fun.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa. That's too damn bad.
If you can, just let it over dry overnight. Let it dry overnight. That way you're not putting heat on the wig and you're also not exhausted like I am right now. I've actually kind of worked up a sweat. So the fun part though, I'm about to style the wig. So I'll show you what the hair looks like. My goal was to not get it bone straight. My goal was to get it dry. So I'll show you what it looks like. All right, I'll show you really quick how to install the wig. So I like my wigs kind of tight. So what you want to do is you'll have these two little adjustable straps, and then you'll have these hooks. You'll have two on each side. So this is what's going to be on the back of the head. Does that make sense? So you're going to take these two straps and adjust them and hook them based on how tight you want your wig. I like my wig pretty tight, so I take both straps from the left and from the right and I hook them in the center, the nape of my head. And to make sure you're not damaging your lace like I've done, what you want to do is position your part where you want it, kind of like that. Hold that down. And then all of this in the back is elastic. So then I'm going to adjust that and put that over. And then scoot that back a little bit. This is a little further back than I like. So then kind of put that there. Brush it down. Isn't that so pretty? Ain't nothing like a clean wig. I feel like a whole new woman. But my girl colored the heck out of this wig. It's so stunning. It's so pretty. Then I don't like a clean part. I feel like the cleaner my part is, the more fake it looks. I kind of like this zigzaggy, but I'm gonna try to clean it up just a little bit. I also have a widow's peak, which I think works in my favor. You see how it's kind of like undefined and a little bit of dust right there from my widow's peak. I kind of like that. Don't think I'm crazy, but anyone that says you can't see lace, they're liars. I don't care how good the wig is. I mean, there's some really expensive wigs out there, but even here, you can see it, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. And I fool, I'm sure, hundreds of people daily. And then also too, the texture mimics my real hair, and it's nothing too bone straight and silky. Yeah, it's just stunning and it's just gorgeous. I could probably wear it like this if I wanted to. But so yeah, that's basically it. That is how I wash, shampoo, condition, and dry my wig. If you are interested in how I style my hair, I'll put it in a part 2 wherever I'm gonna put it. But I'll show you how I get those pretty, kind of those beachy, effortless lived-in waves. I'll show you how I do that in the next video. Thank you for watching.